now I'd like you to, because I feel like you've explained a lot and pretty much you've spoken about this already, but I'd like you
Mm.
to maybe just tie it to the name. So what would you define as purpose
Wow.
for you?
Top of my mind, I
Mm.
would say what's the use of something, what something was created for.
Mm-hmm.
Top of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And this is as mundane as the chair, the table,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or let's use this for this, let's use this for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also making that practical, which is in line with pretty much a number of things I've shared before.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like to tie it and purpose to not just us as individuals, but to situations that we find ourselves in.
Okay.
So, me as a person, yes, my life has one purpose, and I mentioned that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Everything I do in this life must give God glory.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I do in my life, I must go to bed at night and wake up in the morning knowing that God in heaven is proud of me, and
Mm.
of course, He's always proud. But
Mm-hmm.
that decisions I make are constantly moving me closer to
Yeah.
become,
Yeah.
more like Him,
Mm.
but also understanding that every situation can serve a purpose. So everything can also make me become that. So even when I think, oh, X, Y, and Z isn't turning out the way I want it to,
Mm.
X, Y, and Z can make me become a better version of me. X, Y, and
Okay.
Z can serve an assignment that can shape me to become something in 5 years' time. So it helps me to not look at purpose
Okay.
as a exactly. So I don't
Okay.
look at purpose as a
End
oh,
goal.
I was full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Purpose.
Mm-hmm.
This is my purpose. End of story.
Okay.
I
Okay.
feel like life is such a every day there's a new
Evolving, growing, developing
purpose
process.
evolves.
Mm-hmm.
Purpose evolves.
Mm.
Assignments evolve. The
Mm-hmm.
purpose would remain,
Mm-hmm.
but the assignments will evolve.
Mm-hmm.
What it can the platform your purpose will shine through can evolve.
Mm.
You're always learning, you're always changing, you're always growing.
Mm.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, when all of this is said and done, the
Mm.
end goal is the end goal.
Mm.
So that's kind of like how I would shape purpose as an individual, and also looking at situations and how you make the best out of them to make you become who God has ultimately called you to be.
That's amazing. Because I'm thinking of this analogy of the mobile phone.
Mm,
So
mm,
initially, the mobile phone was just used to make a phone call. You would
yeah,
ring or
yeah,
dial the. But then,
yeah,
as people wanted more,
yeah,
as people felt like it can be used for more, then okay, let's put some
wow,
games in there. Let's make
yeah,
it wireless so we can take it all around.
yeah,
Let's make
wow,
it look better. But the idea, the end goal is still, if it's to make a call, you can definitely use it to make a call. But in maybe a different
yeah.
country, in a different city, it can still be useful for an internet, for Google Maps, for
So
wherever it is. Yeah.
perfect.
But that's,
That is so perfect.
as you're explaining, that's what I
Because
thought.
imagine the mobile phone says, I only want to make calls.
Mm.
You would be fulfilling your purpose as just making calls.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also more
Oh
that you can
yes.
do
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
more that you can be
Mm.
with those extras.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's also not settling for just, well, I woke up today, well, I'm happy. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But
Mm-hmm.
unraveling,
Mm-hmm.
or what is the value I can bring to
Mm.
any position I find myself, any place I find myself, any situation I find myself,
Mm. Mm.
any person I come in contact with.
Mm.
Because there's a purpose in everything. So even as
Mm.
you have your individual, everyone we're on our purpose journeys.
Mm-hmm.
If I come in contact with someone for 30 minutes and they
Mm.
may never, like what I said at the beginning, you may
Yeah.
never
Yeah. Yeah.
see
Yeah.
me again.
Mm.
But in this moment, that seed, like there's something that would be deposited. Same
Mm.
thing, vice versa, with whoever I'm in contact with. That person too must have impacted me,
Mm.
or must have left something. There's
Mm.
also looking at our lives as so much more than just the ordinary. Like we're
Mm.
not basic people.
Mm-hmm.
We're multidimensional
Mm-hmm.
people, and there's so much that we can do and we can be. So I
Mm.
love that example. Like
Mm.
it really that's the perfect example.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Mm.